My name is Wendy Patrick, and here's a little bit about how to have a great marriage after having discussed divorce. This is from one of my Psychology Today columns. Research reveals some of the ways couples on the rocks can rebound. Now, we all know couples who seem to have a great marriage. They love each other's company, they're a pleasure to be around, they inspire others with the way they relate with mutual interest, respect, and affection. Would you believe that any of these couples at one point consider divorce? You would be surprised. Research reveals that many authentically happy couples have weathered rough spots in their marriage only to smooth out the issues and sail into a happy ending. Yes, relationships on the rocks can rebound. Many people in troubled relationships derive hope and comfort from knowing other couples have been there and rebounded with newfound strength and resolve. Discussing divorce does not mean a couple has reached the end of the road in their marriage, any more than discussing marriage means a couple starts planning a wedding. Research corroborates these observations. Researchers have looked at the experiences of couples who currently have strong marriages, but at one point considered divorce. They look at the experience of many couples from the perspective of both spouses. And the reasons for discussing divorce can range from infidelity to stress to spending time apart. Reasons that couples overcame divorce discussions include religion, professional health, and resolving communication conflicts. Now, research has identified many reasons that are probably obvious that couples consider divorce. They include low levels of commitment, higher levels of unhappiness, and of course, conflict. Researchers also note, however, that merely identifying risk factors that might predict marital dissolution do not cause divorce in and of themselves. So now, what are the qualities of strong marriages? What makes couples happy? Well, good communication, flexibility, closeness, compatible personalities, and good ways to resolve conflict. Now, some of the hallmarks of relationship quality are important as well, in addition to knowing how to resolve conflict. So reconciling through communication is important as well. How do you reconcile through communication? Well, one of the ways you do it is by recognizing the healing power of communication and understanding each person's communication style. So when researchers look at this, they have found that consistent with research in the past, you identify disagreements and how they are solved in a good marriage versus a troubled marriage. Common factors, as you might imagine, include different communication styles and failure to resolve conflict productively. The art of developing good communication is key to couples getting themselves back on track if, God forbid, they ever discuss potential divorce. Strengthening marriage through early adjustment. Some couples have a more difficult time adjusting to marriage than others. Some maybe have been single for so long they developed habits and patterns that are hard to break. But it's important to communicate about these types of challenges early on in a marriage, or couples may become disillusioned. Nobody wants to be discussing divorce in a new marriage. That's supposed to be the honeymoon phase. So research has looked at what is more likely to decrease marital happiness in terms of avoiding divorce. And apparently the early years are key because the longer a couple is together, the odds are for them in terms of them staying together in the long run and surviving what many researchers call the honeymoon phase. Now, when you consider these types of study results combined with prior research, it is important to be educated about good communication early in a marriage to help couples navigate through the challenges of adjusting to a new life shared with a spouse. A happy ending. The good news is that discussion of marital dissolution can be just that, a discussion. More than that, it can be a call to action, creating resolve to engage in a higher level of proactive, positive communication. Whether through personal commitment, professional counseling, or both, many couples can overcome marital bumps in the road and attain marital bliss.